Let me tell you something that most people never fully grasp. Money isn't just a number in your bank account. It's not just a paycheck you chase every month. Money is a tool that when used right can build empires. But if you keep thinking money is only for spending, you're missing the whole point. See, the richest people in the world don't just work for money. They make money work for them. They understand this simple truth. Money makes money. It sounds so basic, but it's the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and building generational wealth. You don't have to be born into money to learn this. It's a mindset, a way of seeing your finances that shifts your entire life. When you start to see money as a servant, not a master, you begin to unlock possibilities. You realize your money can generate more money if you're smart about where you put it. Think about it. If you have $1 and you keep it under your mattress, it just stays $1. But if you take that dollar and invest it, put it to work in business, stocks, real estate, or your own education, that dollar can grow. It can multiply. It can create income streams that keep flowing long after you've stopped working. Now, here's the catch. This isn't magic. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's patience. It's discipline. It's commitment to a long game that most people never choose to play. And here's the thing. Starting small is better than not starting at all. You don't need a fortune to begin. You need a decision to shift from surviving to thriving, from being a consumer of money to a creator of wealth. So, as we move forward, remember this. Your money should never just sit there. Your money should move, grow, and make more money for you. Because in this game of life, the most powerful move you can make is to let your money do the heavy lifting. Not you. Let me break this down for you, because this is where most folks get it wrong. It's not about how much you bring in every month. It's what you do with the money once it's in your hands. Most people, and I mean most, live paycheck to paycheck, spending every cent the second it lands. Sometimes even borrowing more. Why? Because they haven't learned the game of making money work for them. They buy what's flashy, what's comfortable, what's easy. They get caught up in the trap of living for today instead of planning for tomorrow. And they wonder why. Year after year, their financial situation barely changes. That's the truth, and it hurts. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. Now, here's where the real power lies. You don't need millions in the bank to start building wealth. You just need to understand one fundamental shift from working for money to making money work for you. That shift, it's a game changer. Instead of your paycheck disappearing the moment it hits your account, you begin putting some of that money into investments. Maybe it's a stock, a bond, real estate, or even your own business idea. Maybe it's education or learning a new skill. Whatever it is, it's something that grows over time. Every dollar you save and invest is like planting a seed. At first, that seed looks small and fragile, but with care and time, it takes root, grows, and eventually becomes a strong tree that bears fruit year after year. That's the magic of compounding the power of money making money. Interest earns interest. Profits create more profits. It's the secret weapon of every wealthy person. And it's available to anyone who decides to play the long game. It requires patience, yes, and discipline. But most importantly, it demands action. You see, building wealth isn't about luck or waiting for a windfall. It's about choices. Every day, every dollar, every decision matters. It's about saying no to things that drain your resource, expensive habits, unnecessary expenses, flashy purchases that vanish overnight. And saying yes to the things that multiply your money and create a legacy. Think about your life, your daily decisions, your spending habits, your financial goals. Are you moving forward or standing still? Are you nurturing your money or watching it slip through your fingers? Because here's the deal. If you want your money to make money, you must train your mind to think differently, to think like the wealthy do. They don't chase every desire. They don't gamble on quick wins. They strategize, invest, and grow. And that mindset, it's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. So ask yourself, are you ready to make that shift? To change your habits, your thoughts, your future? Because the moment you do, everything changes. Your money, your mindset, your life. Let me tell you something. Real wealth doesn't happen overnight. No matter what those flashy ads or get-rich-quick schemes say, real money, real power comes from playing the long game. See, patience is more than a virtue here, it's a necessity. Because when you plant a seed, you don't expect the forest to grow the next day. You nurture it, water it, give it sunlight, and wait. You keep believing in the process even when you don't see immediate results. That's exactly how money works when you make it work for you. You invest, you hold, you reinvest. You resist the temptation to pull out too early. You watch your investments grow slowly at first, and then faster and faster over time. Compound interest, dividends, rental income, they build up quietly behind the scenes, creating momentum that once started is almost unstoppable. But here's the catch. Most people don't have the patience. They get scared when the market dips. They get bored waiting for returns. They let fear or impatience drive them to sell low and buy high. That's a recipe for losing money, not making it. You've got to be smarter than that. You got to see beyond the moment and trust the journey. Every setback is a lesson. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. You keep your eyes on the prize, knowing that each small, consistent step moves you closer to financial freedom. Persistence is power, showing up every day, making smart choices, even when it's hard. It's about discipline, the kind that keeps you investing, saving, and learning when others give up. And here's the secret that separates the wealthy from the rest. They don't just build money, they build momentum. Money creates more money, faster and faster. And once you reach that tipping point, your wealth grows almost effortlessly. But you have to start, and you have to stay committed. Because this isn't about luck. It's about the steady, powerful grind, the long game that lasts a lifetime. And if you're ready to commit, then the doors to financial freedom will open for you. Not tomorrow, not next week, but in time. Because time is the ally of those who wait and the enemy of those who rush. You know, the biggest hurdle most people face isn't the lack of money. It's the mindset. The way we think about money, success, and what's possible shapes everything. See, if you walk around thinking there's never enough time, never enough money, never enough opportunity, then that scarcity mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You hold back. You hesitate. You don't take risks. You settle for less. You survive instead of thriving. But if you want your money to make money, you've got to shift your mindset. You've got to embrace abundance. Not just the abundance of cash, but abundance of opportunity, potential, and belief in yourself. When you believe there's enough to go around, when you know your effort and intelligence can create new paths. You start seeing possibilities everywhere. You stop focusing on what you don't have and start leveraging what you do have. Think about it. The wealthy don't hoard money out of fear. They invest with confidence. They share knowledge. They build communities because they understand that money is energy. It flows to those who are prepared to receive and multiply it. Here's the truth. Abundance isn't a destination. It's a practice, a daily decision to believe in more, to invest in yourself, to learn, grow, and take action, to see setbacks as setups for comebacks. When you cultivate an abundant mindset, you unlock doors you didn't even know existed. You attract opportunities, people, and resources aligned with your vision. And suddenly, making money work for you doesn't feel like work at all. It feels like purpose. Let me be clear, no one else is coming to hand you wealth on a silver platter. If you want money to make money, you've got to take control. You've got to own your financial future like your life depends on it, because it does. See, too many people wait around waiting for a raise, waiting for a better job, waiting for a lucky break. But luck favors the prepared. And preparation means taking responsibility. Picture this. You're the CEO of your life. Your decisions are your boardroom meetings. Every dollar you spend or save is an investment in your company, you. When you start thinking like that, the way you handle money changes. You're not just spending, you're strategizing. You're not just saving, you're building capital. You're not just dreaming, you're planning. Now, here's the tough part. This path isn't easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. There will be times when you have to say no to short-term pleasures for long-term gains. But trust me, the payoff is worth it. Think about the stories of those who made it big. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't rely on handouts. They took bold steps, made mistakes, learned, and kept moving forward. You've got that power too. You have everything you need to start. It starts with a choice, a decision to be proactive, to educate yourself, to build habits that serve your goals. Because here's the bottom line. Your money will only make money if you make it happen. No one else can do it for you. So rise up, get serious, and take control of your financial destiny today. The time is now, and your future self will thank you for it. Now that you've embraced the mindset and taken control, it's time to talk tools. Because money doesn't just grow on its own, it needs to be put to work. Investing isn't a gamble if you know what you're doing. It's a powerful strategy. Stocks, bonds, real estate, mutual funds, businesses. These are not just buzzwords. They're vehicles that can carry you from where you are to where you want to be. But here's the catch. Not all investments are created equal. You got to educate yourself, learn the risks, and understand your goals. Jumping blindly into the market, that's how people lose their hard-earned money. But doing your homework, that's how you win. Start small if you have to. Open a retirement account. Buy a few shares of a company you believe in. Put money into a fund that spreads your risk. Real estate, even owning a small rental property can put cash in your pocket every month. The key is to diversify, to not put all your eggs in one basket. And don't forget, the most important investment of all yourself Investing in your education, skills, health, and mindset pays the highest dividends. Because when you grow, your ability to make and manage money grows with you. Remember, the wealthy didn't get rich by sitting still. They studied, they planned, and they acted. So get out there, learn the game, and use these tools to grow your wealth steadily and surely. Your future is waiting. Listen, money is powerful, but it's not the end game. The true power of making money make money is what it enables you to do, to build a legacy that lasts beyond your lifetime, to create freedom, not just financial freedom, but freedom of time, freedom of choice, freedom to live on your own terms. When you master the art of growing your wealth, you gain the ability to give back, to uplift your family, your community, the world. Money becomes a tool for impact, a way to leave the world better than you found it. But here's the real truth. This journey isn't just about cash flow. It's about transformation. Transforming how you see yourself, your value, and your power. It's about breaking cycles of scarcity and fear. It's about stepping into your role as a creator, a builder, a leader. So I challenge you, take everything you've learned, use it, live it, breathe it. Don't just chase money. Chase growth, chase wisdom, chase purpose. Because when you do that, money will follow. And not just a little, it'll come in ways you never imagined. Your time is now. Your move is next. Go make your money work for you, and then go build the life and legacy you deserve. No excuses, no waiting, just action.